Hey everyone, welcome to the Black Dog Forge on another day. So what I'm doing here is I'm marking out my handle material here for bevels. I've got a machinist block here, kind of a universal block that you can set up for anything. And I have the blade, the flats of the blade on the flats of the block. And I'm using my height gauge here, preset to the height that I desire. And I'm scoring these lines all the way down on the handle, which you can see I've already done here. And on this side here, the next step for me is to bevel the handle down to that line. So what I'll do though is I'll have a steeper bevel on the top, probably 47 degrees. And down on the bottom here, I'm going to go with like 55 degrees. And what that'll do is if you're looking on the end this way here, you'll see a steeper bevel on the top and a shallower bevel on the bottom, which is really comfortable in the hand when you grab it because it's narrower here and wider up at the top. So we'll see how that goes. All right, everyone. So now what I'm going to do is put the bevels onto the knife handle here. And I'm cutting down to this scribe line. And I'll be putting on an angle like this. This is currently set up for the wider part, which has the shallower bevel, 47 degrees. Then I'll reset the table to 55 degrees, and then I'll cut the bevels on the bottom here. I have it set nice and slow. The slower, the better. I don't like to go fast because that's when mistakes happen. Take your time, be patient. Might have to go a little faster than that. Let's see here. Let's bump it up a notch. Excuse my shoulder. All right, there we go. I'm starting off with an 80 grit here. And then I'm going to the blue belts from here. This is just for a large stock removal. I'm really liking those blue belts. Also, I'm not going to bevel the backside here, where you would put, you would call that the pommel end of the blade. I'm just going to go from the front bevel here that I put on the initial part right there. I'm just going to go from there and stop at the end. What I've learned is if this line right here is going this way and that's how you start, and then you bring it to the end, and where you finish it, you want this pommel end to be as vertical as you can as well. Trial and error is all that was. Okay, front is pretty good. On the back, I'm going to rotate it here and come off with this being as level as it can be. I know it's rounded, but that's the ticket right there. There's my bevel coming in, coming down to the line. When I get close, I won't remove the line. I'll just get close. That's when I'll start working down to my finer grits.